Before we get going, for the new viewers, my name is Brando, founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency specialized in paid advertising, content creation, email marketing, and conversion rate optimization. If you're looking for a growth partner and you want a free audit, feel free to book a call down below. Now let's get going. How's it going? This is Brando from Brandlux Media, and in today's video, I'm going to bring you through the exact same sales process and infrastructure of how we brought one of our clients to scale all the way up to $42,791 in one single day, in just 24 hours. I'm going to bring you through the entire process in a nice, cool diagram that I just created for you. All right, with no further ado, let's get right into the video. Amazing. So as usual, let me just show you the proof. This is exactly, in just one day, as you can see here, the 24th of November, the client made 42,791.87, which is actually 74% higher than the day before, the 23rd. And this was obviously in a scaling process. It was in Q4, but the brand had never had barely hit this number in a single month. Instead of a single day, they barely hit $50,000 per month. I believe it was like 5 months prior to this day, the 24th of November. Either way, we were able to really take advantage of the brand that this client had created over the last 1 to 2 years. And once again, like I always like to say, yes, sure, you can scale a brand to like $1 million or whatever with like one product, drop shipping and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if we want to have consistent 40K days, 30, 40, 50K days, like if you want to take this seriously, you need to focus on creating a community, a brand, right? Because that is the actual value of a business, of a brand, right? So this is the proof. Let me just refresh, just so all of you guys are happy. There we go. Amazing. Yeah, so this is real. Now let's actually get into the exact same infrastructure. I created a super cool diagram, right, that brings you through the entire thought process, mindset, framework, sales process, upsells, downsells, what we did on the back end with email. And also I'm going to talk about an offer launch that we did specifically for days like Black Friday or like special sales that has been really working well, not only for this client, but also for all of our other clients that we've served over the last years. And we worked with over 60 e-commerce brands over the last years at this point. So we've seen a lot of do's and don'ts, right? So I'm going to bring you through this process in this diagram that I just created. So let's just start on the top and then go towards the bottom. Now, I always like to say, and this, for those of you who know my channel and have seen my videos, the most important thing that you have to do if you're starting out, if you're trying to understand where to go, is find a product market fit. Because if you don't find the product market fit, I know, bear with me, those of you actually heard me say this before, because I say this quite a lot, but I say it a lot because it's quite important. If you don't find your product market fit, meaning if you don't find a product that is a fit within a market, right, to be specific and clear, then it's very hard to do anything related to marketing. You can be the best marketer, advertiser, TikTok, media buyer, email marketer in the world, but it's going to be very, very tough for you to break the ice and actually sell a product that people actually don't really want in the first place, if you know what I'm talking about here. But so find that product market fit. And I'm going to do perhaps a whole other video of what a product market fit actually means. How do you find one? What are the criteria that you need to follow in order to find a product that has a higher chance of having a market fit, right? So I'm going to have maybe another video about that. But the first phase is finding a product that actually sells and people are interested in and want. The second thing that we need to focus on is offer mastery. Okay, so having a great product and selling a product that people actually want is not, like, it's actually not enough. Okay, like, sure, you can kill it, you can do great by just having a good product, but what if you compare selling just one singular product with actually selling it with an offer around the product, right? So chances are if there's a specific offer, right, and an incentive, and it doesn't have to be like a 70% discount. That's a discount. It's not an offer, right? And if you haven't seen my video where I explain exactly how we tripled, doubled or tripled the average order value and the conversion rate of one of our clients just because of how we structured the offer, go look it out. I think it's one of the first videos in this YouTube channel. Okay, but master the offer. okay? Whether it's like understanding what angles work, but that's more like another concept. But when I say mastering the offer, it's literally selling the product and making sure that you find the combination, the offer combo that works in the best way and that converts in the best way, and that also allows people to spend more, therefore increasing average order value, right? An offer, for example, could be buy one get one free, or have one product and then have three different bundles, right? Buy one, then buy three, then buy six, or whatever, and then there's a discount to that, and then you offer a free ebook, right? And then you have something else, or maybe you buy one product and you get another product for free. Like, these are all combinations of offers that you can test, but chances are, once again, not to repeat myself, is that once you find a product, you have to make sure that you find the best offer that converts in the best possible way, and that increases the average order value. Why is this important? Because whenever we go in and scale with ads, it gets really tough and expensive. Like, it really gets expensive, and people don't understand, and they think that if I spend $1 and make three now at a $10,000 per month budget, it's not going to be the same if I 10x the budget. If I 10x the budget and go from $10,000 to $100,000 per month in ad spend, it's not going to be the same exact story. There's a lot more creative fatigue. There's a lot more, competition. By the way, as I go on, competition just increases, inflation goes up, and the advertising costs increase. And so what can we do, right? We have to increase the economics of the business, right? And how do we increase the economics of the business? Sure, by optimizing the sales process. I'm going to talk about it here, but also by optimizing the front end, which is offering, like, mastering the offer on the front end. Okay, let me know if that was clear. I know that I went into a tangent here, but let me know if that was clear. Now, the second thing that we need to do here is scale your content creation. So once you have a proven concept that works, sure, invest in creatives initially. Like, if you're taking this seriously and want to scale a brand, you need to invest in some creatives, right? But go all in into product photography, video ads, videos on the product, like demonstrations and stuff like that, and also, most importantly, UGC content, user-generated content. I have a whole video on the frameworks and where to find the creators, how to deal with the scaling and starting a UGC infrastructure in other videos. Plenty of those videos. In fact, I'm probably going to do more in the future because it's so important. But this is the step number 3. So product market fit, find it, master the offer so that people spend more and convert more at the same time, and then scale content creation to just go all in. What happens when you scale content? Your cost per acquisition typically decreases because you're giving and feeding platforms like TikTok and social platforms and Instagram and Facebook better creatives and more creatives, and this is really a fundamental part of the process. Now let's go into the sales channels over here and how we set up this entire process. Now, what I'm showing you here is what we did for this client, right? So keep in mind, to make $30, $40, $50,000 in one single day, right? Sure, you can, once again, like, there's a trillion ways to do this, right? I'm just telling you what has worked for me and what I've noticed over the years after working with 60 brands. Chances are it's kind of hard. Sure, you can do it with one platform, one channel, but it's let me put it this way. You can do it with one platform, one product, one channel, whatever, one offer, one everything. You can do it. You can also scale to $1 million a month or more with just one thing. Chances are it's going to be way harder for you to do that, right? Instead of just focusing on maybe expanding and building more of an omnipresence system where you get 30% of sales from Google, 50% from Facebook and TikTok, and then another 10% from Google search, organic, right? And then you just have organic posts where you have somebody that posts twice a day on your social platforms, and that gets an extra 5% of sales, right? So it's a combination of pieces of the puzzle, and I'm blind, pieces of the puzzle, so that it makes the entire process more efficient. And what I would advise you to do is start with one platform, optimize it. So if you're starting with Facebook, go all in on Facebook, put all your money there, right? Optimize it. Once it's optimized, go and start other channels and start with retargeting, because it's the easiest and most profitable thing that you can start with. So if I'm starting from Facebook, I go from $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. It's profitable, it's working. This is the time where I'm like, okay, let's add a complementary platform that can give me even better results in the short term and also in the long term. So a perfect combination of social platforms is Google. So if you're running TikTok ads and you have Google, or Facebook ads and you're running Google, or both and you're running Google, it's amazing because Google is where you capture the demand and social is where you create it. Right, we're distracting people in the middle of the day, and we're creating additional demand. Those people wouldn't have never went onto Google and searched, a pet product or whatever you're selling, right? You were distracting them with an ad, getting their attention and creating more awareness in the market so that they also then go to Google and Google becomes more profitable. So this is the perfect example of building omnipresence, right? Also, same thing with like SEO or organic. Like when people go into the funnel, we're then able to retarget these people that came in organically through Facebook, TikTok, Google, Pinterest, Snapchat, all these other, platforms. So once again, start with one, master it, move on to a next one, start with retargeting so it's very profitable, and then start with retargeting also maybe with other multiple platforms. And then when is the right time, when you have a little more budget, you can go after search campaigns on Google, more competitive types of campaigns. Same with whatever the second platform is. This is the approach that I would take. And then for this client, we specifically had some TikTok, Facebook. We were spending get away here, it's a little fly. We were spending I'm not sure exactly what we were spending. I know that we were getting around a 3x ROAS also on this specific day, but overall it was between 2.5 and 3x ROAS. But we were spending probably 70% of the budget into Facebook. We were doing some TikTok, mostly retargeting, and then we were spending probably another 20% of the budget into Google, and it was working really well. It was very profitable. And then the client also hired us, and so with handling their social platforms organically, and so we had somebody post 2, 3, 4 times a day across TikTok. We didn't do Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, and it worked super well, and it created more awareness on the front end, and it was a super great kind of like front end funnel, top of the funnel strategy to create more awareness. And then the client also had their own influencer marketing process where they have a platform, or they have like a network of people, and they gave essentially commission with these bigger, kind of like big influencers, micro, not even really big, like 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, things like this, and they would get commission, and we would create even more awareness from this type of marketing. Now let's get into the sales process. As you can see, all the arrows go into the website, which is where the sales process begins. Now it's really important, especially when you're doing when you are promoting like a special offer, like a Black Friday, or it's maybe a specific period. It's really important to have upsells, downsells, cross-sells, okay? And I'm gonna talk about this in just a second. I have it more towards the end of this sales process. But all people go into the website. I like to keep, it says website, but what ideally you wanna do is go bring people from like a Facebook ad to a specific collection page or product page or just unique offer, okay? Getting people to the website works, it's fine, but typically I've noticed that if they go to a website instead of like a product page or a landing page, they get distracted. They don't know where, like they don't know your website as much as you do, right? So they need a little bit of a learning curve, and it's it's not the best if they're completely cold, right? So they go to a landing page, a website, an offer page, or whatever you want to call it, and then they, we want to collect emails. So from here, as you can notice, this arrow over here, we want to collect leads with a pop-up. And so what pop-up can you offer? Typically a 10% discount. You can do enter, give me your email and phone number or whatever for a monthly giveaway. We give out 1 product a day, 3 products a month, and enter the giveaway. It's like a VIP giveaway, and every single day we announce a winner, right? And so you don't want to do this maybe with like your best winning product, but maybe with like a secondary complementary product, because if you offer a giveaway with your main product, people are going to enter the giveaway and probably not purchase because they're going to want to win the giveaway for free. So be careful with that approach. One other thing that you can do to get a lot of emails, and this is super important, especially as you start getting a lot of traffic, is offering like an ebook or a digital product for free. 7 best practices to XYZ. There's a billion gazillions ways of getting leads, and this is a good way to do it at high rates with an ebook, which is completely free, and you don't have to give 10% away, or you don't have to give away free product. Either way, these methods really work well. If you don't know what to do a 10% discount, or if you can, maybe a little more. I don't like to do too much, but 10% is good. So they enter over here, they enter a welcome flow, which is typically 3 to 4 emails, up to like 10 emails long. If you're selling like something like supplements or like something extremely competitive, these flows can also go up to like 60 or 100 until the end of the year, essentially. So a 1 year flow. And so it really depends, but typically we like to do between 4, 5 up to 10 different flows, and these are like they have there's like 2 days to 5 days between email 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, and sometimes even up to 7 days or more, especially towards the end of the flows. And we want to bring these people back into the website, right, which is very self-explanatory. All these emails should be 80% value, 20% promotion. So you don't want to go all in on like get my product. You want to actually provide value, or else people will just unsubscribe and your deliverability rate will actually drop and nobody will open your emails. And this email marketing and SMS marketing infrastructure should bring in 20% to 30% of your revenue. So if you're making $1 million a year, then you should expect $200,000 to $300,000 a year just coming from email and SMS. So this is actually really important. The reason why I talk about this as well, and a lot of people don't actually care and give a shit about this, but if you actually want to create a brand, I hope that people that are watching this video eventually aspire, if it's not today, maybe one day tomorrow, they aspire to actually own a brand and build a brand. And this is kind of like my goal with this channel. I want to bring people through the process of building brand and not just selling drop shipping products here and there, because owning your community, like having a community and building brand, is essentially, first of all, like the multiples, if you want to sell the business, like the business evaluation is a lot higher than just a random drop shipping business. So only just for that reason, you should focus on building a brand and a community. So that was a tangent. The reason why I'm talking about this boring email marketing topic, I know it's not very popular to talk about it, but it's because it complements the ads by 20 to 30%. So if we spend one and make, if we spend one and make one back on ads, just for the sake of the simplicity of the example, and we add email marketing to it, we're going to spend one and make just 1.2 or 1.3 just by adding email marketing to the equation, right? So this is really important. Moving on into the funnel, they add to cart, right? And they go through checkout, and then there's sequences and ways to collect emails. As you can see here, there's a welcome flow, but there's also abandoned cart, checkout, browse abandonment, site abandonment. There's different ways to collect emails at different stages. It's not only about cart or checkout, it's also about people that give your email and just look at a product. You can actually retarget them and enter, bring them through a flow. Or they see the product page and they don't buy. If they give you your email, you can retarget those people, right? So there's different layers of retargeting pre-purchase, before they buy, before they actually decide to pull up the cart and buy. So these are essential, and they should be 3, 4, 5 days long each, and they should be well segmented. So once again, once they are in the cart, we like to offer a quick pre-purchase offer where it's maybe more of that same exact product, but at a discount. Like, okay, now that you got this, maybe you want 3 more, which is typically what our customers get at a 30% discount, and then you maybe have a timer. What you also want to add in the cart page is a bar, and there's many apps that do this, like a bar that gives them an understanding of how close they are to free shipping, right? If they're at like 70% and they see that there's only 30% left to get free shipping, maybe they buy another product to get advantage of the free shipping and get a better deal. And at the end of the day, once again, it all comes back to how good your offer is. If your offer is great, your conversion rate will be higher and your average order value will be higher. And the same thing applies over here. If you create offers within your main offer, right? You create multiple offers, then the same thing is going to apply. So what we want to offer is a quick pre-purchase upsell, which can also be a complementary product, which is complementary to what they just bought. And there's apps like one-click upsell, where you can decide and have triggers say, okay, if the client or the customer or the lead, whatever, however you want to call it, selects this exact product, then trigger this automation and show this product on the cart page. So there's different ways to do it. Then they go through checkout. Same thing through checkout. We want to collect their emails once again and put them into a checkout flow to in case they forget. And once between checkout and thank you page, there should be 3 offers. And once again, like, you don't have to do this all year long. We like to 100% do it when there's like promotions, and when there's in Q4 we build this all over again and customize it to the Q4 offers that are coherent to the front end of marketing and the offers that we promote and the products that we promote and the bundles that we promote on the front end, so that it can complement the entire sales journey, or else it doesn't make sense. You can't just like sell an iPhone while you're selling shoes over here. Like, there has to be a sense to it, or else it doesn't work. I would consider having these active throughout the entire year. Just make sure that you customize these offers, once again, whenever there's a specific period in time where you're doing a promotion. So this is how it works. You go from checkout, they see an upsell. What is an upsell? Let me define upsell for you, the terminology. It's essentially, if I buy this water bottle, an upsell is I give you 2 water bottles, or I give you a complementary product that complements the water bottle, but is more expensive. So an upsell is more expensive than the offer that they saw before. And once they hop on this page, it's like a very simple page. It's a one-click upsell. There's like a short description, 1 or 2 images, the offer, a timer, and a discount. It's a very simple offer, and they can choose yes or no. And you can do this with one-click upsell, for example, which is the app that allows this to happen. And what was I about to say? If they say yes to this offer, it means they're willing to buy. And we're going to offer them another upsell. Okay, so it's 2 upsells, upsell 1 and upsell 2. If they say no and they don't want to move forward with the purchase, that's totally fine, but we want to give them one other chance and offer them a downsell. And a downsell is the exact opposite, something that costs probably the same as your main offer or less. Typically, we want to do less. So if you're selling a $50 product here, maybe a downsell is like a $30 or $40 product, or even less. It really depends. And if you're selling a $50 product here, an upsell is maybe $70, $100, $150 or more. And so typically one other thing that we want to do is that if they say yes to this upsell, we want to make sure that the second upsell is even maybe slightly more expensive, because they literally prove to us that they're willing to spend. And if they're willing to spend it, let's take advantage of it and provide more value. A lot of people, by the way, they think that this is like spamming them. And I see it in the opposite way. I see it, if you're promoting the right products, that this is adding value to the customer. Because if you're actually showing me something I genuinely actually need, right? You're just doing me a favor. It's not like I'm not gonna see this as spam if I generally feel like this product is complementary to what I bought before and I get a better deal. Because you ain't gonna get these deals if you don't buy now. Like, this is not some fake scarcity, right? You're not gonna get these deals if you don't buy within, the checkout and the thank you page right now in the next 10 minutes. It's actually real scarcity. It's not some fake scarcity, okay? So this is what I would do. Either way, they see 2 offers, either 2 upsells or 1 upsell and a downsell, and then we go to checkout. And then on the checkout as well, we wanna have more upsells on the thank you page, like related products. Very easy, no pressure upsell, but it's like right there. We have like 3-6 other products or more of the same product with a discount, whatever. You may say something like, we're getting out of stock. Make sure you buy before we stock out, and you have to wait 3 months or something like that. So this is where you collect the cash. And I hope this was clear. This is really, really fundamental. How do you know an upsell works, by the way? It should convert at around 10 to 20%. If you convert at 10 to 20%, meaning that 1 or 2 people out of 10 actually buy more, then you're doing a pretty good job. We've had upsells that convert up to 30%, which is crazy. 3 out of 10 people that buy actually spend more and go after the upsell or the downsell or the second upsell. So these are the numbers that you would, I would go for. Now, very quickly, once again, these other flows that you're seeing over here, these are all email marketing flows. And whenever, the purchaser, the customer completes the purchase, it's automatically going to go into, into the customer base, right? And this is where we start activating post-purchase email marketing infrastructures, right? So we have upsell and follow-ups, right? To make sure that we upsell them. We can literally understand in Klaviyo, for example, in the email marketing infrastructure, we can tell Klaviyo to say, okay, for the people that spent X or for the people that bought this offer or this product, send them this exact flow in email to upsell them this complementary product because it's complementary to what they bought before in the first place. So they go into a list, and then we send a flow. We typically like to send 3 to 7 emails. I just have an example with 5, and then we redirect people back into the website to recycle everything through, but with complementary products. And guess what? Those complementary products are then going to have upsells and downsells again with other complementary products, right? And stuff like that. So there's a bunch of, we just get them back into the funnel so that they can spend more and we're more profitable. This entire process that I'm showing you, this is the most optimized process that you can go after, that is going to give you the best economics of your business. And if your economics of your business are not strong, guess what? You can't scale with ads. right? At the end of the day, the companies that win are the companies that are able to spend the most on the front end to acquire as many customers as possible, compared to somebody that is not willing to spend as much just because they don't have a strong sales process, infrastructure, LTV, lifetime value of a customer, right? And by the way, all these email marketing infrastructures, although they're confusing and maybe boring for some people, this is where the LTV is, right? This is where you're able to get people back into the funnel. And by the way, here we also have weekly emails, so like 1 to 2 emails a week is advice to send over. We want to segment these emails that we're sending. These are email campaigns. They're not flows. They're just one-time off emails. We just want to make sure that we send emails specifically to like a certain type of persona. We don't want to just blast randomly, because if you send emails, even like these flows, really important. If you send emails to random people that have, where they open up an email and they're like, I already read this email, or like, why would I care about this email? Like, they have to be very precise and the targeting has to be on point, which is why you need to segment your list. I have a video about segmentation, or I have to do one. I'm maybe going to talk about email marketing more further on, but let me know if you have any questions about that. Now, and customer reviews, we want to make sure that eventually they go into a flow where we're going to ask for a customer review. So this is typically called a customer thank you flow, where they get into the customer thank you flow, and then eventually more along the line, after they maybe like 2 or 3, 4 weeks after, we ask for a review, and we also incentivize them to join an affiliate program where they can promote the same product, assuming they like it, right? So word of mouth, all that stuff. So this is kind of like how it's structured over here. I know that this was kind of like a long topic, but it's really, really important, guys. It's really, really important, and it's exactly the reason why my client was able to spend, this amount on ads, and why it works so well. Okay, so let's get back here. I have one more thing, and it's really, really short. One of the strategies that we used to actually really scale aggressively, right, especially whenever we're launching an offer, is a lead magnet offer, still with email marketing involved. But let me just get into it over here. It's very simple. So we have a Facebook ad, organic Facebook, like anywhere we can do, and we can promote this. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Facebook ads is just honestly the best for now. We collect leads for a VAP offer. So we have an opt-in page that has one title, one information, like very small paragraph about what it is they're getting into, what is the value of, why they should give your email, what is the offer, what they're getting into. Is it a giveaway? Is it, a discount? Is it something? It's an offer, and that's very simple. And then once they submit, we always just redirect them on a collection page, because maybe they're interested in buying something else. Typically, these ads are not very profitable at all. Although we've had some break even, you should be like losing money on this campaign, because you're going to make so much money after when you collect the leads. Either way, long story short, they get into a VAP leads offer, and then you can do a very simple thing here. You can insert them into a VAP offer flow, which is, it can be 5 emails, 10 emails, 14 emails, depending on how early you want to start. Typically, you want to start 2 months prior. You have 30 days to collect the leads, and you spend a bunch, and then you have the next 30 days to actually start promoting the leads and all that stuff. And these 10 emails should be 10, could be also 20. Maybe you want to spread one email and send one email today, and then have another one like 5 days later or 7 days later. So you want to spread these within the time period of 60 days approximately, give or take. And then once the launch happens, they go into the VAP offer landing page, which is just specifically for them. There has to be a timer, there has to be a lot of scarcity, urgency, and all that stuff. Then what we do is that once the day is over, once the offer is over, we have like a reactivation, not a reactivation campaign, but a last chance flow, we call it. And it's for people that didn't take action on time. And we create a flow telling them that, we will keep the promotion up for another 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever the case may be, only to give them another chance. And this is typically 3 to 5 emails long. And it works super well. Now, what is the goal of this VAP offer flow, just to get back at it, is to create hype, excitement, urgency, scarcity. Make sure that you show the perceived value of the offering. So when the day of the offer actually comes, the majority of the people are going to click through your email and buy. Okay, this is one of the most powerful things. A lot of people don't do this because they're scared of just like losing money up front, which I understand. But if you're collecting good leads and you're getting, good leads into the funnel, these people you can retarget eventually. So I can guarantee you that even if you don't make money from this offer, a VAP offer, which you should if you do it in the right way, and it should be very profitable, you're going to make money from these people eventually, probably, because they're in your sales process. But this was very, very profitable for us, and you know, that's essentially it. Let me know if you have any questions. I know that I talked a lot. It was a very long video, but let me know if you have any questions about the infrastructure, the sales process, maybe also the front end line over here about finding product market fit, offer mastery, scaling your content. I talked about a lot of things. So I apologize if it was a lot, but just let me know in the comments. I'm always here to answer your questions. And if you haven't joined my Discord, it's only $50 a month. You get access to my time, to my team's time. I'm also launching a free course, and I give you all the resources that we use for our agency clients and that we used over the last 6 to 7 years, which is kind of nuts, right? So it's $50 a month, and you can join in the link below if you're interested. Either way, it doesn't really matter as long as you get value from these videos and you can actually start implementing these strategies for your business right now. With no further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one. Bye. On a further note, feel free to book your strategy session with our team by clicking the button down below. In this session, we will audit your brand, come up with a custom plan of action, and then we'll explore the opportunity of potentially working together, assuming it's a perfect fit. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot, and hopefully see you on the other side.